Hello?
Why haven't you returned my calls?
I've been busy.
Well, I've been busy too, writing your obituary. Because I just got word from the committee. And unless I get tribal authorization in 48 hours, that $1 billion that I raised is going to be appropriated by the Department of Transportation, and they're going to build goddamn freeways with it, for Christ's sake.
I'm in final negotiations with the head of the tribal council and his wife.
We'll get them out of the way, all right? Find a solution.
I have.
Was it the senator?
Who else?
Fuck him.
In good time.
In life, there are many sacred circles. The earth that the Creator has given us is a circle. The moon that watches over us at night is a circle. And when we dance
in a circle.
just like our grandmas and grandpas did before us. And that's what connects us to them.
And all the children that come after us.
You have been listening to your grandma and grandpa, haven't you? Mariah, when you walk that circle of life, there will be many bad things that try to come in and break the beauty and the purity of that circle. And that's why our family has been given the mark of the Raven Hawk, to remind us that we are protected and that we have been given the strength and the power to overcome those bad things. And just like the hawk is stronger than the raven, the good that lives in you is stronger than any bad thing that can come your way.
Gentlemen, are you ready?
Well, I planted a story about a bobcat on the prowl. Folks in town won't come out here. But I gotta believe there's a better way.
Have you been paid?
It's all there. No matter how clean you make it, there's always gonna be somebody looking for a suspect.
I'll take my chances.
You know, Dagger's got a point. He's got to put the blame on somebody. Why don't we just...
Look, you candy ass, I don't know about you, but I'm not walking away from my cut. We spent 2 years setting this up, and there's no goddamn way I'm gonna let two Shoshone scum stand between me and my money.
Rise. If you can't stomach this, we can get another engineer to build the plan.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
And we always maintain our dignity, no matter what kind of pain and suffering we have to endure. Did you feed Dakota?
Uh-huh.
What the hell? Well, look at the squad.
No! Let go of me!
Hey, let go of my wife!
Me!
Play hardball, baby!
Let go of my wife! Can I say, Chief? You should have taken our offer. Your offer is sacrilege! You're trying to murder our land!
No! No! No!
Dude! Stand her up. Get her up!
Right, go get Thorne, tell him it's over.
Mr. Thorne, you say you believe the tragedy was caused by some kind of ritual that got out of control.
That's rather obvious. I mean, there were weird symbols scattered around the floor. The place had a very bizarre odor. These were some very strange people. Primitive people, really.
Mr. Riker, in your deposition, you said you found her curled up in a ball in the corner?
Yeah, it freaked me out. She was all contorted. We tried to help her at first until we looked around and I realized what she did.
Mr. Rice, you testified that the Shadow Feather girl seemed unstable in the past.
Yeah, she was always a little off. We only had a few meetings with her family about the facility we were planning to build on the reservation. Each time they were pretty upbeat. You know, anxious to get construction started. How could you blame them? The tribe needed the revenue. But the little girl, she was always kind of sulking in the background.
In the light of the testimony, the overwhelming evidence supplied by Sheriff Daggett, and due to the defendant's age and current mental instability, Raya Shadowfeather's life sentence for murder in the first degree is hereby ordered to be served at the Colorado Institute for Women.
I think the parole board's gone soft. Your kind should have fried. Shit. Getting transferred to prison from an asylum? That's doing a cold-blooded bitch like you a favor. Just think of all them bullseyes you get to rub up against for the next 50 years.
something unfamiliar here. Dancing on the ashes of sacred land. Selling humiliation to survive. And I the only one who can see the devastation, death without dignity. Mockery. Can this be our destiny? Victims of a land of the free. Am I the only one who can see the exploitation, death without dignity?
Like them beatings I've been giving you. Keep spooking my stock. I'm gonna get you one more time.
You mangy bastard, you ain't been nothing but trouble since the day I bought you off them damn it. Taste this pipe, mind you boss around here. You wanna mess with me?
Dakota, I'm home.
Who have we got in the mobiles?
Wilson and Jenkins, sir.
Well, I suggest you get them out there.
He just said the guy had long hair.
Get Wilson down here. When Thorne finds out about this, it ain't gonna be pretty.
I sent you the check. Mom, go to an AA meeting, will you, please? You're gonna drink, okay? I love you. Bye.
Yeah, I'll tell him. Okay, hold on. Rice is on line 1.
Anything interesting? Hey, sorry I was on the other line. What time you coming down?
Well, I'm not. I got a little structural problem up at the site. We'll have to go diving another time.
You're lost, pal. We've got headliners and G-strings down here. Virtual Mardi Gras on the Aqua. Comprende, amigo?
By the way, have you seen the paper?
Yeah, the Shadow Feather Girl. Roasted like a marshmallow. I'm all broken up about it.
Yeah, me too. I'll call you tomorrow.
Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
How do you do it, Gordy? We got something outrageous out here looking for private lessons. She's asking for you.
Can you blame her? She got a ring on?
When did that ever stop you?
Once. When it was hanging off her nose. Catch the phone. 120-pounder. Wrestled it for 3.5 hours. I always bring in what I hook. Gordon Fowler. Paul tells me you want to take some diving lessons.
That's right.
You want to do a little snorkeling, or you want to go down deep, see the underwater ruins?
I'd like to go down deep.
Deep's the way I like it. I'll tell you what, I'll have Paul get you a wetsuit, and I'll get the rest of the gear, and I'll meet you outside. Okie dokie.
You got it.
Yum, yum, yum. How you doing? You need some help? Oh, nice tattoo. I like chicks with tattoos. Those markings, is that Indian? Seems to me like I've seen that before somewhere.
It was on my mother's chest.
What?
You watched a knife go through it.
Oh, yeah.
You're that little squaw's brat, aren't you? Thought you were dead.
You got here fast.
Thanks for the call. What have we got?
Well, I want you to take a look at this.
Well, you look surprised.
First time jitters. Man ain't never been dead before.
What do you make of the hair loss?
Serration marks indicate the hair was cut off by a rough blade, not the boat's propeller. Now, serration marks on the leg are the same as in the hair. They were both done with the same blade.
When we find that blade, we'll get ourselves one step closer to calling this thing a murder.
We'll call it a murder when we have sufficient evidence and not one damn moment before. What is it with you, Wilkes? Every time we have a situation out here, you're right over from the mainland. Stick your nose in it.
No harm in looking around, is there, Sheriff?
Well, you're out of your jurisdiction. And you're out of your mind if you think I'm going to put up with it.
I don't think you have much choice. Department of Indian Affairs gives me carte blanche in investigating anything Indian.
Yeah. Fowler died offshore, not on the reservation. The only suspect we have is a girl who may have Indian features. And again, she might be Spanish or Martian. I won't know until I find her. The one thing I do know, none of this adds up to Indian.
This man's been scalped, Sheriff.
You're crazy.
Indians believe that if you scalp an enemy, his evil spirit rises out of his body and never returns to haunt the planet.
Oh, yeah? And what does a half-breed like you believe?
I believe I truly enjoy seeing your face on a milk carton.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have an injunction barring you from interfering in this case by morning.
I should have it solved by then.
Marine biologist and local dive instructor Gordon Fowler died in a tragic boating accident this morning a mile east of Dewey's Cove. Authorities have issued a safety advisory to all visitors reminding them to boat with extreme caution. Fowler's tragic death proves even the experts can be caught off guard.
Well, the girl didn't say much. Her type usually didn't have to.
What kind's that?
You know, bodacious fox. Body like it was sculpted from stone.
You write poetry, Paul?
Hell no.
And you've got a real flair for the language.
Really?
Yeah. You said Fowler doesn't spend a lot of time here. Is he another business on the side?
Gordy? Hell no. The way he was said, he didn't have to work another day in his life.
So what are we talking here? Trust fund? Daddy owns some oil wells? What?
Stock. Thorn Consolidated Stock. He's a primary shareholder, has been for years. Ever since they opened a plant on the other side of the reservation.
Thanks. You've been a lot of help.
Hey, boss, this level of structural stress, it's way out of specs.
What do you want me to do, Garfield? Dismantle this thing? This is tourist season. We'll deal with it in the fall.
What if it doesn't hold? I mean, come on, what if we get another quake like we did in August? Or what if...
What if I tell you it's time to look for new employment? Relax. Go up to the office, get me some paint and caulk, and we'll cover these things up. Come on. Who the hell are you? What do you want?
Bet you never thought you'd see me again.
I don't know how you got out. They said you were dead. But you're here. It's obvious we got some things to work out.
You should have thought about that before you murdered my family.
If it's money you want, I got plenty, and I'll give you all I got.
Will money bring my parents back?
Stop playing with me, lady. I'm gonna kill you, you bitch!
Listen to me. You've got two things to do before Thorne gets here. You find her and you keep this damn thing contained. No reporters.
How the hell am I gonna keep this under wraps?
Fowler and Rice won't resurrect, but there are things about your past that will if you don't keep a lid on this. Now, do you follow me?
Shit. I'll do what I can.
Look, like I told Daggert, the only person I saw up there, even near us, was this woman standing across the highway.
The chef neglected that little tidbit of information. What'd she look like?
Well, she had dark hair, jeans, a t-shirt.
Body that looked like it was chiseled out of stone?
Yeah. Yeah, now that you mention it.
Thanks. I said shadow feather, Mom. Shadow feather.
I heard you the first time, Delbert. You know, if you'd hire your secretaries by the size of their brains instead of the size of their boobs, I wouldn't have to come down to your dinner time and do their job. Oh, here it is. Shadow feather.
That's it. Now flip through and see if you can find the summary page.
It dates back to 1979.
Let's see if you can find the summary sheet.
Give me a second, will you? You are so impatient. Just like your father. That's what sent him to his grave.
Now whiskey sent him to his grave, Mom. Shoshone's never had the stomach for it. Okay, go to the back page. Should say disposition on it.
What is this all about, anyway?
An Indian couple was found stabbed to death near their pueblo. The DA convicted their 12-year-old daughter.
Oh, my God.
The trial hinged upon the testimony of 4 witnesses. 2 of them just turned up dead. Did you find it?
Yes. Hold on. Here. Raya Shadowfeather was convicted of murder in the first degree on February 13, 1980. Life sentence to begin at the Colorado Institution for Women Support Care Unit. What's a support care unit?
It's just a fancy word for asylum. Rhea was catatonic after the murder. Her attorneys used it for an insanity plea, but the DA fought it. Said it was part of a ritual that went bad.
A ritual?
Yeah, her mother was a medicine woman, heavily into ceremonial magic.
But she's adorable, this child. Oh, my God.
Mom? Ma, put those pictures down.
Where is she?
Look here! She went out the back!
Butch, Red, go get her, boys.
All right, come on.
Why don't you try slapping me?
Glad you're here, boss.
Yeah, that makes one of us. Is Daggert still out there?
Yeah, they haven't found her.
Get him back. They'll just make matters worse. Well, he's got over 50 men out there. It's just a matter of time.
That's the point. Every yokel he keeps out there is one more mouth to keep quiet.
Some Fowler and Rice are dead. That leaves you and me. If you call off Daggert, how the fuck are we gonna handle this?
It's handled.
Who are those guys?
Guests.
It's absolutely preposterous that anyone should suggest that she'd still be alive.
Your assistant told me that they never found her body.
No one could survive that crash, Marshal. I saw the wreckage myself.
Look, I didn't chop her all the way out here to debate you on this. I just want some background on the girl.
I'm sorry. My relationship with my patients is privileged.
Your patient is a convicted murderer. You want to hide behind privilege? I'll hide behind a warrant for your arrest. Obstructing a federal investigation. What's it gonna be, Doctor?
Did anyone ever tell you you're a Class A anal retentive?
Sound like you've been talking to my mother.
Where would you like me to start from?
What was she like when she first got here?
She was severely catatonic. She was helplessly in shambles.
How long was she like that?
5, maybe 6 years. It was hopeless. She had almost no perception that the outside world existed. She had only one preoccupation. With a stable behind our grounds, she'd stand by the window for hours just to get a look at the horses. She finally opened up, but she still remained primitively tied to her Indian culture. She held on to it desperately.
Did you ever talk about the night of the murder?
Never. I'd get her to the brink of recollection. She'd just freeze, and she'd wait like a robot till I released her. then she'd escape into this maniacal routine, this obsessive physical conditioning. It's ironic, really. In the end, all of our efforts actually worked against her.
How's that?
We got her well enough to face the parole board. They shocked us all by commuting her sentence to 50 years hard time at Tri-State. That's where she was on her way to when she died.
You sound like you don't believe she was guilty.
I've seen 1,000 killers pass through these halls, Marshal. She wasn't the type. Just wasn't in her.
Well, Doctor. It's in her now.
For me! You're as ornery and pig-headed as your mother.
Go back where you came from.
Wait a minute! Me go back? You're the one that better go back. Thorne's landed here about an hour ago. You'll probably head for his place up on the old Allende spread. The locals have been called off. They brought in 3 professional killers.
How'd you find me?
Your dad used to bring you up here. Look, if I found you, you know that the men that Thorne hired to kill you are gonna find you too.
Let them.
Wait a minute, will you? Listen to me. Come back to my cabin. You'll be safe there. The search party's already looked. They're not gonna come back. Besides, I can get some food into you.
She's been here.
Honey? It's little Raya. She's here to see you.
Tava mua uri ancha donma. Na o wame. Ganwa.
Much left of her, is there? Not much left of anything around here since they built that damn place. You saw the land. Nothing's growing right.
What is
supposed to get rid of toxic waste. What you're looking at is a goddamn political landmine. Nobody wanted it. But the feds and the EPA don't have any jurisdiction on Indian land. Thorne and his cronies stood to make millions if they could push it through. They had to get approval of the tribal council. No way was your dad gonna go for that. Which is why they murdered him and your mom.
If you knew, why didn't you help me?
We had no proof. There's nothing we could do. It was the word of 4 white, upstanding citizens against one strange little Indian girl. You never stood a chance. You don't know how powerful these people are. They got enough money behind them to buy all the law they need. People wouldn't get off their land, fine, bang, they disappear.
Then why didn't you stand up and fight?
We were scared, that's why. We didn't want to end up like you did.
End up like me? Look at yourself. You're the one that lives in a prison. Look at your wife. I'd rather fight and die with dignity than live like you.
So what you're saying is that there are no investigations pending?
None relating to the Thorne Consolidated Facility. As far as this office is concerned, their record is clean.
Clean? What about what Arroyo was working on?
Who?
Walter Arroyo. He was one of your fucking investigators. Disappeared about 3 years ago. No one ever found him. Does it ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Yes, well, you must excuse me. That was before I was assigned to this department. Sometimes my memory eludes me.
Well, how convenient. If I remember correctly, he was working on several complaints lodged against Thorne Consolidated.
Complaints are one thing, Marshal. Permission to investigate is another. On a reservation, the Indian Council must invite us to follow through on any environmental damage. So far, they haven't done that.
Did it ever occur to you guys that maybe somebody was pressuring these people into backing off?
Look, Marshal, the Indian nations of this country demanded autonomy, and that's what they got. We have a strict directive not to meddle in Native American affairs.
Yeah, well, that directive's about 500 years too late, asshole.
She came. Left a couple of days ago.
She alone?
Her mouth's old. Heavy short strides. Shouldn't be too hard to catch.
Nothing's hard to catch, asshole.
What's that for? For her. She comes back. What's it mean? She'll know.
Oh, I don't know. So tell me.
It means soon she'll walk in the valley of the dead.
Got that right, Kimasabi.
I know exactly what's at stake here.
I don't think you do, Phil. My office intercepted a UPI wire earlier this morning. Somebody's already trying to run with the story.
I have it handled.
That's what you said about Arroyo. And he came within an inch of bringing the whole thing down. I pulled a lot of valuable strings to keep this operation running smoothly. I blocked her parole, for God's sakes. Now let me make something perfectly clear to you. If the truth surfaces, denial's going to become the order of the day around here.
What are you saying to me?
It's simple. You ran the place. We were the proverbial silent partners. If the truth is revealed, we will be properly appalled and then collect our insurance claims.
And leave me hanging on the cross.
Christians to the end. Have a nice day, Phil.
They've tracked her to Hudson's.
They're questioning him.
Tell him I want an answer.
Don't you lie to me!
Fuck this. We've got rules change.
No! Kill me! No!
It's been fun.
They found her.
She did. It's only a matter of time.
Brooks was just here. He's coming out to ask you some questions.
What does he want?
Wouldn't say. Says it needed me as a witness. I told him to go shove it.
It'll take him a while to get there, though. I had one of my boys.
Put a slow leak in his tire.
Look, Wilkes has no authority unless he's on Indian land. Is that correct?
Right as rain.
So if he steps on my property, he's trespassing. Is that correct? That's correct.
Larson's turned off his radio. He says he needs quiet.
One big drag.
Larson, like pissing me off. Larson, that's what you answer me, goddammit. So Thorne is not playing games here. So one of you assholes open up his mouth and respond.
Lord, you no good piece of garbage.
Thorne, you listening to me?
Hello.
You're next.
She's got them all.
Maybe she just got hold of a radio.
And why don't they answer?
She's just a woman. Squaw, for Christ's sake. You brought in Larson. Big deal. He's got nothing at stake in this. It's our ass. Should have handled it myself.
What are you doing?
Finish it. It's our out near Hudson's. Should be headed for the ranch. I'll meet her halfway. Save the bitch the mileage.
What can I do for you, Phil?
I'm out.
I'm afraid that's not an option, Phil. Look, I'm going to send somebody over. He'll be there within the hour. He'll help you sort things out.
I got a man to deal with it.
I'm counting on you to see this thing through, Phil. You said you could handle her. Besides, if you fail me, there's just no place for you to go.
South Channel Airport Control Tower.
Mr. Thorne, I want my pilot.
I'm sorry, Mr. Thorne, your plane took off an hour ago. We just assumed that...
Your mother was crazy, that woman. Sacred. She kept saying the land was sacred. Land isn't sacred. It's wealth. If it wasn't for me, there'd be another ignorant Indian squatting in a mud hut. And because of me, you're not. You're a pretty girl. What a tragedy. A little girl killing her mother and her father.
Look at me!
Don't move. Don't do it. Give me the gun. Come on. Having some problems down at the plant, Thom?
Just some minor matters. That's pretty irrelevant.
I think the prospects of nuclear radiation spilling into the Colorado River, the water supply for the western United States, to be quite relevant. Obviously, so did Walter Arroyo. That's why you had him killed. I wouldn't do that.
I'm getting my checkbook. What's it going to take to make you go away?
An ambulance. With you in the back of it.
Look, what's your name? Dell, isn't it? Isn't it Dell? Dell. Let me explain the facts of life to you, Delbert. The people that I'm in business with have enormous influence. You understand what that means? If you play cop with me, I'll get off. And you'll get nothing.
I don't know. I just heard you confess to murder.
That's the word of you and a psychopath against mine. And as my lawyer would say, you'd never get me to admit it before judge and jury.
You've got a point there, Phil.
Thank you.
If I was to take you in, you'd probably be free on bail within an hour. And you'd probably beat the charges within a year.
That's ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, but what's really ironic is that if I put this unregistered 25 on your desk and you grabbed for it, then I could shoot you in self-defense. Justice would be served.
But I'd have to be stupid enough to grab it. Because if I don't, and you shoot me, that would be murder in the first degree.
Yeah. But like your lawyer said, you'd never get me to admit that before a judge and jury.
Hey, Wilkes, that squaw's under arrest. Half-breed, what do you think you're doing?
What do you want? I'm just an observer. Mind if I look around?
Something unfamiliar here, dancing on the ashes of sacred land, selling humiliation to survive. Am I the only one? Am I the only one who can see the devastation, death without dignity? Mockery. Can this be our destiny? Victims of a land of the free. Am I the only one? Am I the only one who can see the exploitation, death without dignity?